So what is what is it that makes up well-being? Okay. Well-being, as you might know, is a word that describes the experience of feeling well, right? It's like a psychological thing, like you feel mentally good, you're content. I feel okay. I feel tranquil. Maybe I feel great, right? For the most part, though, when you're doing really well, you don't really maybe even think that much about, anything. You're just kind of relaxed and it's good to go. But if you wanted to, work on a project or you wanted to be creative, you wanted to have some fun, you wanted to go do something with people, you can because you don't have other things burdening you, right? You're not weighed down by other kind of problems that, um, vary from person to person. So, like I said before, experiences like the experience of well being are just extensions of what is actually present in your circumstances, right? Since you are a part of the circumstances that are around you, because you're connected, whether you realize it or not, right? By the way you act, by your awareness, by the things you do and say. Um, because you are connected to that environment and you experience that well-being or the lack of it, maybe you experience ill-being or toxicity. Both of those experiences arise from the arrangement of the circumstances that you're in. So, what do you want to look for in those circumstances in order to feel confident that it's conducive to well-being for yourself and others? What you want to do is you want to look for 12 qualities. There's going to be 12 characteristics of your circumstances that you can write down on a piece of paper if they're there or not. And you can look on a piece of paper and you can judge, is this here? No. Yes, it is. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be providing an assessment tool for you to use that does just that. So number one is equality of value. If you want to feel like you are valued, well, then look for diversity in your circumstances. Diversity of expression, meaning different people acting differently, having individuality, right? Not all the same. If everyone has the same outfit on, the same hairstyle, the same words coming out of their mouth, the same thoughts, the same activities on each given day of the week, then they're not expressing and engaging in diversity. That's a good clue that people are not valued there if they're different, right? In other words, and that's the whole question is how can you be people without being different? Because that kind of designates you're not the same person. So look for equality of value by looking for, or let me correct that. Experience equality of value when diversity is present. Okay. Number two, if you want to feel safe, then you need to cultivate security in your environment. I've talked about this elsewhere. Make sure there's nobody there that's going to be in the habit or has a history of behaving in ways that are abusive or oppressive. Those go hand in hand. Oppressive people typically engage in abusive behavior as far as this program is concerned. And they have a history of being psychologically abusive, emotionally abusive, maybe even physically abusive. And I would add socially abusive, right? Relational aggression is that mean girl syndrome you see in high school kids a lot. That happens in adults too. When somebody is getting punished by someone else for being different or breaking some kind of rule that really is no crime at all, but somebody's trying to get them to come back into line, into the dominator hierarchy and just put up with something that isn't okay to put up with. And so they aggress on them socially, getting people against them. So if that kind of person is lingering around the birthday party, people are not going to feel safe. So pay attention for diversity and security. And I'll talk some more in the next videos about the rest of these qualities of well-being.